Hi there. Welcome to the Innovation Design Thinking Merchandise Rundown that is brought to you by Breadbin Productions. BBP is contrived of Olivia Hadaway, Jamie Foxx, Kyle Wharton, and Tommy Lee on the drums. Today, as previously mentioned, we are pitching to you an entirely new and original idea that is going to rock the music industry, and no one's ever done it before. Band merch. Chapter 1. The Glorious World of Band Merch. So everyone's got a band they listen to that they absolutely love, that they feel represents them and that they're really proud of. Your music taste tends to say something about you as a character study to other people who see you walking down the street, or just at a show with a shirt on. These pieces of band merch are pivotal to financing the music industry, and plenty of live endeavours are funded by it, especially for small artists such as ourselves. It's become a part of every music scene. For example, having band patches to use on battle jackets in the punk and alternative audiences really make it personalised to the person. It makes a band far more unique, yet it really makes them feel quite close to your heart. So when people started coming up to us after shows and asking about merch, it was quite the shock. Who'd actually want anyone to know they were listening to us? But it was a really fun idea. We realised that it was actually a lot more doable than we previously anticipated, as we got a little bit overwhelmed by the sheer understanding of it. While we started to develop and snowball the idea, Toast gig goers, the live music community in Cheltenham, and active fans of us at shows was super important. We had loads of chats with anyone and everyone about what they wanted to see and for how much. We had socks, we had beanies, we had hoodies actually came out very, very popular, but we wanted to focus on quality and keeping the price as low as we could, which we couldn't do with something that was a bigger product. When looking at other merch, there's plenty to choose from. You've got your standard pieces, which you see here, and really the sky's the limit from there. It was hard not to go too far in over our own heads, so we started small. We thought of a simple black design, as that was the thing that we usually had come up most in the polls, as a staple piece. Use that and you can go from anywhere. This guy here is absolutely rocking it.
So to start off our research, I did a VPC to figure out what people wanted. This allowed me to look at customer jobs, and that was to support a band. And we were going to be providing that with Toast merchandise. The pains were, at the moment, there is no merchandise to show off and to say that you listen to this band. So for the pain reliever, we have a limited run, so that allows people to brag and show off their new merchandise that we've provided for them. The limited runs also help with the costings and stuff like that, because it means we will only have a limited amount of stock. We won't need to keep buying them in. This was then followed up by a napkin pitch to kind of figure out what we wanted to do with the merch. So we thought, this first drop, we'll make it nice and simple. So t-shirt, black, inverted logo, that was the main idea we were going for. But we thought we'd go down to a vote for black or white, and inverted or not. Inverted won by a landslide though, so the napkin pitch also covered the needs, which was, we wanted quality, also wanted a decent price, but because it was a limited run, it meant we could amp up our prices a little bit so we could get a better quality t-shirt. Moving on, we decided to go to Instagram for our main research, which was what people wanted. So we gave them the options of the inverted logo or not. The inverted logo won by a very, very large majority, 42-1. We then moved on to whether people wanted black or white t-shirts. Black won again, and then we moved on to what people would want next, of which hoodies won. We then decided we'd try what people wanted next after the initial launch, just to see if the views had changed. People said they wanted more merch, which was always nice to hear, and then it was followed up by people wanting hoodies, and this time we gave them the option of beanies, and beanies were also very popular.
Our stakeholders included JJ's Printing Service, which is a local printing shop in Cheltenham Town Centre, Mike Fox Designs, who is Jamie's father, who's a graphic designer and designed our logo for the t-shirts, and finally the Toast fan base, who were the main target audience for the project. JJ's Printing were our choice for printing the t-shirts, as they were located in Cheltenham Town Centre, meaning that we wouldn't have any concerns relying on deliveries, plus we get to support a local business. Mike Fox was chosen for the design of the logo, as we could get a professionally made logo for free due to Jamie being related to the business owner. And finally, the fan base of Toast were our main stakeholders, as we had to roll out the t-shirts with pre-orders due to not having the funds to pay ourselves up front. This meant that we had to deliver the product on time and with plenty of communication with the customers. Our main form of communication with JJ's Printing was through emails. Here we can see just how easy the exchange was. Due to JJ's being a small business, it meant we got quick and personal responses with no confusion on price or what the process would have to be. We also got to visit the shop itself and have a chat with the owners about the way that t-shirts should be printed and how we wanted to visualize the design. When deciding the price of our product, we decided to take a look at both a large, well-established band as well as a small local band in order to find a profitable middle ground. We looked at the Fontaines DC, an Irish band that many of us listen to. We discovered that they sell their t-shirts for £30 each. This is far too expensive for a small band like Toast, but does provide an interesting perspective into how much people are willing to pay for a t-shirt. We also looked at SAC, a local band with heavy ties to Toast. SAC was selling their t-shirts at £10 each, and while this price does seem appealing, we weren't able to sell our product at the same price as we wouldn't have made any profit. We decided to find somewhat of a middle ground between the two, at £18 each. This may seem steep, however this merch drop was exclusive and very limited, meaning that people were more willing to pay this fee.
This may seem steep, however we had previously planned to have our merch come out in exclusive drops with less being sold, which is a sales scheme many top brands follow today. The main idea here is that less quantity is sold, meaning there is more demand to buy a t-shirt if you were previously going to buy it. This means we can drive the price up more as there is more demand. You can see here on the graph, the price is going up, however the quantity sold is going down. However, we are still making the same amount of money as we would if there were more people buying. To advertise our merch, we did a little photo shoot, as you can see here, where we have George from Toast, Tommy from Toast, Liv from Toast, and me, Jamie from Toast as well. We also decided that when we went to gig in London, it would be stupid to not wear our merch, so that we can show to audiences outside of Cheltenham that we also sell merch as well. Here's a short clip from that London gig.
Overall, we were happy with the product. Going through local business allowed us to get the highest quality we possibly could, and the quality was perfect. The price was a little bit more than we wanted, however, because it was a limited run, it meant we could charge that bit more and have that higher quality, which was very nice to see. It also allowed for people to do whatever they wanted with the kind of bland black background that we used, so people could crop t-shirts and tie-dye them and things like that, and going to gigs and seeing people wearing them and seeing what they'd done to them was also very cool to see, and it allowed us to kind of think about more products in the future and possibly have another limited run of tie-dye shirts and things like that.